Hi, so I just wanted to talk about mental health a wee bit. I know I've kind of mentioned feeling a bit low, and I'm just going to make a sandwich. I know I've mentioned feeling a bit low and down and whatnot, and that I would discuss mental health, but I've not actually went into it yet about like my personal mental health, whatever. So like after my son was born, I was told I had like baby blues type thing, postnatal depression, and I was given antidepressants. At the time I was 17, I didn't really know much about anything, I just took the tablets. Looking back now, I was already depressed. I think I was depressed I know I was depressed when I was pregnant. I know I was depressed when I was younger. I think when I was a teenager I was probably self-medicating. And so of course anxiety's involved in this. You don't really realise that at the time, because I didn't really know what anxiety was. I didn't even really know what depression was, to be honest. I just knew I wasn't doing too good, and I think it was my mum that said to me, oh, you should go and see the doctor, you know, you're feeling kind of not feeling too good kind of thing. So anyway, that was back when I was like 17. My son's going to be 14. And just working out what I'm having here. I'm having cheese salad. So this was back when my son was just born, that they started giving me medication. So basically I'd be like up and down, depressed quite a lot. Basically over the years it just got worse and worse, and all these sleep problems came with it, which I already had before all this. The sleep problems were something that I always had, like for a young age or whatever. So anyway, so depression went from being like postnatal depression to, they said it was called reactive depression to situations like having my son young, moving house a lot, whatever you want to call it, you know. And it went for that to kind of clinical depression. I'm going to yawn again, so sorry. It went from that to kind of clinical depression. Again, the anxiety was in there the whole time, I just never really realised it. The sleep problems have always been an issue. It went from kind of struggling to get up for years and years and years, and I was told I was like that as a young kid or whatever. Then as a teenager I was always late. I mean, even in primary school I was always late for everything. Right through to my teens and then my adult years, just always running late, always being late, getting to sleep late, waking up late. Just really struggling with responsibilities, but just life in general, life tasks like going to appointments, good timekeeping, being organised, just sticking to a routine and structure, and like that was always fun, challenging. And I need butter. And then anyway, so that went on for years and years. I was always in and out of work, in and out of college, in and out of having periods I've been able to cope with life basically, and then crashing like badly. It was up until a few years ago, it was always depression. It was never really so much highs or anything like that, or what would be described as highs. Can't believe I'm yawning again. Or what would be described as highs, so that was that. And then I went back to college in 2016 to do complementary therapies, which is holistics, like massage, facials, you know, well-being basically. I learned all about being aware of your thoughts, meditation, the benefits of things like massage, crystals. So I did courses and all of that, Reiki healing. So I can do Reiki healing, crystal healings, massage, the law of attraction. I get into doing all that myself, like through speaking to other people, done a lot of kind of self-help stuff, and it really helped me, and it gave me tools to help other people, and I really enjoy it. So when I first found this, like my energy levels just shot up like crazy, and it was like I was euphoric. There's no doubt about it, definitely euphoric. Like everything just felt amazing, just felt on top of the world, like just wanted to tell everybody about holistics, how amazing it was, how it completely changed my life. Just like an abundance of energy, like just constant talking, constant thoughts, constant energy, da da da. And I wasn't doing anything like harmful, I don't think. To me still, that was just like a spiritual awakening, and part of being what spiritual people would call enlightened or awakened or being connected to source. Like if you're familiar with Abraham Hicks's teachings, she talks about being in connection with source and how it feels and all these kind of things. And then, well, this is May, and I think it was like January, not that January, the January before, seeing the psychologist again. And he basically told me that I had something called emotionally unstable personality disorder. It's also known as borderline personality disorder. Now by this point I'd been on what they call mood stabilisers for a couple of months, and it's meant to just even you out so you're not too high and you're not too low. Really what it did for me was it just kind of numbed me, so I wasn't really feeling feelings. So at first I thought it helped, and then I was like, nah, it's numbing me, I can't feel anything. And the thing is with this illness is at times you can be so erratic, you know. Like I said today, like I've been feeling better. It's just like you're so sensitive to me, it's like being sensitive to energy. So it's like any wee thinking kind of at times just kind of tip me over. So I might feel quite good and happy, or I might wake up right and maybe not feel that great, and then be awake for a bit, have some tea and that, feel a wee bit better. Get washed and dressed, feel a wee bit better. Listen to some music, feel a wee bit better. And then let's just say I pick my son up and he's upset and he's stressed or whatever, so I'm trying to kind of soothe him, and then I feel stressed, and then I'm trying to do something on a like time scale that gets me quite stressed, and then my mum, she kind of stresses me and stuff, right? But just whatever stresses you out, and then it just becomes where I kind of feel it's like just too much. But yeah, so it can kind of feel like you're feeling all these emotions in the one, or that you've got kind of mood swings, that you're kind of going up and down. And like last week I was feeling really good, I was, you know, doing yoga, but this is partly why I want to do this, just for somewhere for me to go and vent and see for myself what I've been like, or what I'm like. Because what you'll probably see is like a decline in me, and a build back up. Like I always think there's like a build up and a build down. So it might be that I'm feeling really good and things are going really well, and and then before you know it, I'm kind of I've not got as much energy, and then I'm tired, and then I'm oversleeping, and then I'm just eating junk, and then I'm not going anywhere, and then that'll kind of spiral. And sometimes it can spiral for too long, and then eventually things will maybe pick up a wee bit, get a wee bit better. I might just stay like that, and then might just feel a bit shitty again, and then before you know it, things might just build right up again. I don't know, it's all to do with like depression, anxiety, your thoughts, right? I'm trying really hard to, I say I'm trying really hard, like I'm aware of it. Is basically what it is basically what I need to do is I need to change my whole thought process. I need to change how I think. And you might be thinking, how can you just change how you think? It's not easy, but what it is you need to just become aware of your thoughts. So like, for example, if you've got a certain belief, let's just say I'm struggling with energy and depression and tiredness and stuff, and I'm not doing any housework or anything like that, which happens often, and I'll be saying to myself, I'm just lazy. I need to kind of learn to say to myself, like, well, maybe you're just being a bit lazy, but maybe it's because you're not well, maybe it's because you've not got any energy because you're tired, maybe you should be easier on yourself. Like, and I need to do that. I went to this class, it's called the STEPS programme for the NHS, and they talk about distorted thoughts, right? So basically nearly everything that I think, apart from whatever I've learned, right, basically this is what I think, apart from some things I've maybe been alright with, but a lot of things apart from what I've learned through the elastics and the law of attraction is all basically what they would describe as like distorted thoughts. So it's like having these beliefs about things like yourself, your self-image, your just things in general, about maybe people's motives or about life, or you know, sometimes they say you can even become deluded and all that. Like, I don't see myself like that, and I know that a lot of people that are ill or whatever can be quite deluded, but they don't see it and stuff, but I genuinely don't think I am, like, because I like believe in the law of attraction, I believe in energy, I believe in its effects. Like, I basically think, like, even depression, it's just an energy. Every thought we think, everything we say, everything we feel, everything around us, people, things, stuff, it's all just energy. And there's some energies that make you feel good and there's some energies that make you feel bad. But if you're continuously around energies and thoughts and things that make you feel bad, and it's become habit and it's become beliefs, like, that's when it starts to become an issue and be described as like depression or whatever. But all these things are just energy, and when you can change the way you think about them and the way you believe about them and the way that we perceive them, basically, to me it's all about changing your thought pattern. So go from changing, basically for me it's like I'm being aware of my thoughts. Like, think about how many times you've put yourself down, how many times that you've said bad things about yourself, how many times you've said, like, that person annoys me, that person annoys me, that person annoys me, that person annoys me, that person annoys me. Like, let's say you've said that a million times. You're not just going to say it 500 times and instantly believe that they're not annoying you. Like, you need to basically have more of the positive thoughts. You need to dampen out all these kind of unhelpful thoughts, let's say, through the power of helpful thoughts. And the more that you do that, the more that you can diminish these unhelpful thoughts, and then these helpful thoughts will then become your new beliefs. But you need to practice it and practice it and practice it and think it and say it and see it and believe it, and then it will become your reality, basically. So that's what I'm working on. I mean, I have had big improvements over the past 3 years, definitely. I feel it in myself anyway. Yeah, so I hope I can help other people. I want to talk more about like my own revelations, and the things that I've learnt through my courses and through the law of attraction and all these type of things. So at this point in time, I've not told anybody about my page or anything. I don't really want to. I just want somewhere, I guess, to go, and I guess if I need to look back now, or you'll see as well that the more I talk about... The thing with this personality disorder, right, obviously I thought at first, oh, it means I've got multiple personalities. It doesn't mean that. As far as I'm aware, what it means is you feel emotions really intensely. So the more that I talk about negative emotions and I kind of talk about it and I think about it and I feel it, the more it affects my mood like that. Whereas I'm the opposite with the positive stuff you'll notice in me. Like, let's say, for example, times when I've been up my walks and I've started talking about the law of attraction. And the more I talk about it and the more I talk about it, the more more uplifting I become and the more happier I become. And it's the same with everything, like even feeling rubbish. Like the more you talk about it, I think, like I know people need to talk about things, but I sometimes think the more you talk about it, the worse it makes it, because then the more you're thinking about it, the more you're feeling it, the more you're emphasising it, the more momentum you're adding to it, the more stronger the feelings are, like. And I think that's the same for anybody, but I just seem to be so sensitive to energy. That's the way I see it. But in psychology, it's just not seen like that. It's seen as like a mental illness. Like if you're sensitive to this point where your emotions are all over the place, but your emotions are all over the place because you're sensitive and because it's confusing me, because I was watching a couple of documentaries last night. One about a guy who was schizophrenic, had psychosis, and about new mothers that had psychosis, like when they had their babies, like obviously it triggered something in them and they became psychotic. Psychosis is something that I don't really understand in the sense of the whole, well, sometimes I think I know, like the whole hearing things, seeing things that aren't there, all that. I think it's a possibility that the things that they're hearing and seeing and all that, as far as a spiritual level, is that could be that they've tapped into some sort of energy for another realm, right? So let's just say, like, I personally believe, like, this isn't the only place, right? Some people are religious, whatever you want to say, God or the rest of it. I don't believe in God, but I believe there's more out there. I believe there's other worlds, other realms, like the spirit world, for example. Not everybody can see it. I personally have had communication with past loved ones or whatever, and I do through the tarot. And as far as I'm aware, it first started when I was about 16, and it's been on and off. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with psychosis or anything like that. If you believe in it, you believe in it. If you don't, you don't. Fair enough. But so I believe that it's a possibility that people that are suffering with psychosis is that they've somehow tapped into other realms. I mean, these medications, what are they doing? They're numbing us. They're suppressing our feelings. They're not dealing with the issue. But yeah, I don't know enough about psychosis anyway for all that. And I mean, it's obviously terrifying and upsetting, and it is, but not being in touch with reality as far as they're seeing it. But like I said, when I have the highs, I'm saying it's not in touch with reality, but I'm like so happy, it's unreal, and I'm not doing anything like bad. I'm just happy to go to the shops and tidy up, but it's like I'm super duper energetic about it, and I feel like I'm really in touch with a higher self or the universe and all that. But see anybody that's spiritual or into spiritual stuff, I know that they know the feeling that I'm talking about, and I know that they know what I'm going through, because they've either went through it or they understand it or they've learnt about it, and I've learnt for them. So like, it's not just something I made up. And it's interesting. I mean, like I said, I take like really quite strong antidepressants and mood stabilisers, but because the health issues or so-called health issues are still there, regardless of whether I'm doing whatever I'm doing, I thought I'll try coming off them. to see what I'm like, because if I'm just going to be the same, then what's the point in putting it into my body? So I don't think it was last Sunday, it was maybe the Sunday before, maybe not, I need to look at it. I reduced my antidepressant because I want to see what I'm like for it. I've not asked, hold on, I've not asked the doctor or nothing because I just see it as I don't know. It's not against my body and all that. I've spoke to her about it. I've been like, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. That's dangerous and all that. Well, what's the worst that could happen? That's the way I see it. I need to stop saying that because then I'm attracting it for the law of attraction. But I have said it like, what's the worst that could happen? I'll just go back on it, do you know what I mean? If need be. What if I can come off them? What if, because I mean these drugs have side effects, these drugs can cause depression, these drugs can cause anxiety if you just look at the side effects. I mean, sometimes when I first learnt about this emotional intensity, whatever it is, right, I thought, fuck, this explains everything that I'm going through. And it was quite scary because I thought, right, I have got this illness. But then other times I'm like, no, it's all energy and it's all this and it's that. Now what if people that are just really in tune with their energy and whatever are going through the same thing and they've just been told it's this illness, and then that's how they're describing it as an illness because of what it is. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I know people will think, oh, you're just crazy, you're deluded, blah blah blah. It's a difficult one. But anyway, I just thought I'd have a chat about my health and shit, so yeah, so I'm off to have my sandwich, beef and cheese salad. Right, I'll speak soon, bye.